Hello stalkers, welcome back. Last week was very interesting in Dubai financial market. Parkin got listed and we saw some crazy volumes. Yes, the opening price was amazing. I'm sure whoever subscribed this IPO must have definitely made money on the listing day itself. We will analyze Parkin in detail, but first let's check out the market index. I am on the weekly chart. We are seeing two dodgy candles back to back after this drop to the downside. This is a solid red candles with good volumes. Market got rejected at 4,400 points, and from here we are not seeing a follow through, meaning we are not seeing a continuation to the downside. In fact, it's taking a pause above our important marked support, that is 4,240. Honestly speaking, this can be both positive and negative. There are chances market drop to the downside, it's taking a pause, and from here it's getting ready to make a move to the downside. On the positive side, if market has to recover, if you're watching my analysis regularly, I had mentioned on the daily chart we want to see closing above 4,300. Let's go down to daily, but on the weekly chart we can see nice bullish trend. After this drop, as of now we can see market is just taking a pause, so nothing negative, at the same time nothing positive with current closing in the market. So I will go down to daily now, and here we can see a chart pattern that I have been discussing lately, that is head and shoulder. It's quite negative. This is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder of this chart pattern, and this is the neckline right here around 4,230. As I have been mentioning lately, we want to see market closing above 4,300 points so that this chart pattern can be invalidated. Unfortunately, market tried in Friday's session. It opened with a gap down, but it could not break the high of previous red candle that was around 4,300 points. So with this closing, there are still chances market may come down to retest 4,240 points, and then it may decide whether it wants to break or move up from here. For now, it's still very tricky and very dicey because market can move on both the sides. As I mentioned on the weekly chart, we are seeing two indecisive candles. Again, I would stick with my analysis. I want to see market closing above 4,300 points at earliest so that sellers can be out from this area and market can continue its upside momentum. Once this is done, that is once we see a nice bullish candle above 4,300, this is when we can have a confirmation that this chart pattern is now invalidated, and there are very high chances market may continue its upside momentum again, and maybe it can retest 4,400 points. Overall, market index is still bullish, but as of now it's just taking a breather. Coming week would be a decision time for DFM market index. This is the weekly chart of Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. It might look a bit confusing because of this red candle. Let's ignore this one. Weekly closing is above 9,300, which is positive. As I had mentioned, if market breaks the low of 9,200, then there are chances it may come down to revisit 9,160. This scenario would be bearish, and then if it does not hold here, market can even come down lower. Thankfully, market sustained around our support zone, that is 9,250, and from here we are seeing nice momentum to the upside. Yet on the weekly chart is still negative, nothing bullish about this. It's just trying to sustain above the support. So let me go down to daily and see how the chart is looking. Here we can see for the last 4 days market is printing green candles, which is good, and as I had mentioned, we want to see immediate clearance of 9,300, that is minor resistance. Honestly speaking, nothing bullish about this 4 green candles. It's just sustaining near our support zone, and if you are watching my analysis regularly, I had mentioned as of now ADX index is stuck within this range, and thankfully in Friday's session we are seeing a breakout of this tight range. Right here it was trading here for about 2 weeks. Resistance at 9,300, support at 9,215 area, and in Friday's candle we are seeing a breakout. Yes, this is good, but nothing bullish again. We want to see more recovery in ADX market so that market index can be bullish. As I have been mentioning lately that in ADX market, most of the stocks were in downtrend. We saw a drop from this zone, that is 9,845, down till about 9,190, and from here we are recovering. So market index is giving us good idea that now stocks in ADX market are slowly and steadily climbing up. It means now the stocks are reversing after a strong downtrend and establishing a base. Now stocks are recovering. Exactly for this reason, overall market index is also moving up. So in other words, yes, there are more opportunities in ADX market as of now than DFM. But overall, ADX index is still in a downtrend. As I mentioned, once we see a closing above 9,530 area, that's when we can say yes, market has recovered at least by 50% of this drop to the downside, and from here there are chances it will try and hit next areas of resistance, that is 9,850 and then 9,900. This is the daily chart of Parkin. We are seeing only 2 candles, obviously because it's just 2 days since it got listed. First day was obviously very powerful, and in Friday's session we saw some selling pressure. Let's go down to 15 minutes chart to analyze further in detail. It made a high of 2.92 on the day of its listing, and from here mostly we are seeing selling pressure. In my last video I had updated this area would be volatile. Top area, that is 2.90, that is resistance. This is where sellers are sitting, and this is the support zone, that is 2.80. In Friday's session, check this out, it opened and immediately we saw selling pressure. Let's check out what happened here. This is the place where it was consolidating on its first day. After this big move right here with this green candle, it went sideways here and then boom to the upside. Right near the same area, that is around 2.75, we saw some buying pressure, but it was not strong enough that it could break this resistance that was previously a support. And last closing is also not very positive at 2.770. I had mentioned if at all it breaks 2.90, we will see upside momentum. Within this range it would be volatile. There are chances it may come down to retest this strong support, that is at 2.73 to 2.75, exactly at the same place where we had previous consolidation. Now in Monday's session, if it opens with a gap down or with a flat opening, there are chances it would try and visit this zone. In case if we see any bullish momentum or buying pressure with a solid green candle similar to like this, then we should consider this as a buying opportunity. In case if it opens with a big gap up, then there are chances it may break 2.80. This would be a buying opportunity. In both the scenarios, we want to see a solid candle close above the resistance. 2.80 is resistance, this area is support. Now in case if it does not hold at this zone, then there are very good chances it may come down and visit this strong area, that is demand area between 2.65 and 2.66. We saw a tough fight between sellers and buyers on the day of listing. Sellers tried very hard, they could not break this support, and then boom to the upside. Buyers were in total control, and from here after this consolidation it moved up. So honestly speaking, as of now Parkin is in a do or die situation. If it breaks to the upside, it will continue its upside momentum. If at all it breaks this support, then it will come down to retest this area of demand, and then it would be a decision time whether it wants to break this support and go down lower. Hopefully that does not happen, or it again establishes a base like this as we saw on listing day, and then maybe again from here it may try to go up. So if you're buying Parkin, decide carefully. Do not block your money, because if support area is broken, then we may see price even going lower than 2.65. If this video was helpful, do not forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. Keep stocking.